It's the final tea break chat. Got my favourite mug out. I've still got it. Yes. Well, the Tea Break Chat's been very, very well received on LinkedIn, and thanks to everyone who's watched. In the new year, I'm going to be starting a new series of business videos, and you'll be able to see them on different channels, including as audio podcasts and on live broadcasts on YouTube. But you'll see these 10-minute kind of videos on LinkedIn as well. But this final Tea Break Chat, I've got two companies represented on the Tea Break Chat who are both investing, and they're investing in plant and machinery. And we've got joining me on the line Bob Borthwick, who's director of Scott Brothers, and Caroline Moody, managing director of Moody Logistics and Storage. Hello. Have you got your mugs?
Good morning. We got mugs.
Got mine.
Oh, yours is very delicate and nice, and yours got spiders and butterflies on. Great, okay. Well, good to see you both. Caroline, Moody Logistics, we see your trucks up and down the A1 and up and down the motorway networks, and you've got some great storage solutions and so on. This has been an odd year for you both. Lots of businesses have been working from home, but your own businesses have, I suppose, the automatic exemption, because it always said work from home if you can, but you can't. You can't send your truck drivers to work from home. How have you gone through the year, and what's the outturn been like? Caroline first.
Way back in March when that call came out from the government, I knew straight away we would be key workers and quite had to just carry on as we could, delivering whether it was items for the pandemic, into the Nightingale hospitals and things like that, or whether it was just general items to keep people at home. So we had all that to do. Much as my job personally probably could work from home, I felt, how could I ask all the staff to come into the office, or not the office, into their trucks and work all day without me barking instructions from home? And I felt I needed to be there as a leader, if you like, and motivation, just to be in there together with them. So that's what we did. In the very first instance, we were very busy, a bit like the supermarkets in that early days. Then we dropped to about 70% capacity in about May, June, July time. But then as we came out of July and August onwards, we have just motored on, and we've been operating between every month about 3 to 6% up on last year.
Fantastic.
Since the July period, yeah.
So, Bob, you've heard Caroline there. Your business is up and down the motorway, particularly in Teesside, with Scott Brothers trucks, and you service the construction industry, providing them with materials and recycling. Tell us how you've reacted in the lockdown and what's been the growth or progress of the business.
Yeah, during lockdown, we're obviously part of the key worker criteria. So we've worked right through lockdown, providing various service in the construction and recycling sector. The recycling side of the business has actually increased dramatically in terms of skip supply to the domestic market, and the construction side. We have negotiated a contract with Balfour Beatty and Highways England, as you probably see on the A19 as we speak, on the A19 Wynyard to Norton carriage widening programme. So we've secured something like £3 million contract on there, supplying the aggregate import and the muck off-site export. So the muck off-site export's going into our Norton Bottom site, into our soil washing technology, where the soil excavations are washed and we get product from that process. So we get recycled sands and recycled hard aggregate material, which is then sold back into the project.
Great.
So the circular economy is in place on Teesside's doorstep at the moment.
So both of you, if I pull you both up, you've got another thing in common, and that is that although you're having a very, very busy year, you've also invested. You haven't just sat there on the profits. Caroline first, what kind of investment have you put into your fleet and expanding your fleet?
Well, we've just ordered 3 brand new Arctics, which at a cost of just under £90,000 each. That's been an investment we're waiting for. We've had one delivered and we're waiting for the other 2 any time. we've also ordered another smaller vehicle, one of our little run rounds. We've got a brand new one of those as well, Lingo we have. So yeah, a new trailer coming and a couple of new second-hand trucks. So yeah, we've just been busy, and it's just kind of business as normal. It can be a bit worrying because you're hearing all the bad press, as you always do, because it sells about how bad everything's running. But when you're trying to focus on our own figures and our own business and yes, keep that in the back of your mind, because it could all drop out at any time. You are aware of that. But I kind of feel it would be more detrimental to the business to not invest at this point when we need it. We've got lots of new accounts coming on board, which has been unbelievable considering we've not particularly had a hard sales effort during this time. We've just been surviving.
Let's pass that same question over to Bob. I know that you haven't sat on your laurels either. You've made decent money during this period, but what have you done with it? What investments have you done?
Yeah, and we continue to investment as well, Graham. We're not just in the existing investment we've done up through the lockdown. We've got other investments that we're investing in as well, such as a £3.2 million new wash plant at Grangetown. Notwithstanding that, we have invested in new recycling skip units. We've invested in skips as well to service the demand of the domestic market. And we've also invested in the tipper truck.
Yeah. So both of you have actually, HGV has done well out of both of you, haven't it? I'm looking at your numbers. 750,000?
It was 750,000, and like I say, there's going to be another 3.2 million in the wash plant as well shortly. So yeah, I mean, the thing is that the philosophy that we like to work to, probably like a lot of other businesses, is when there's what we can call, I suppose, as a depression, we like to take advantage of that if we can, and grab the market sector and invest so that we're servicing the market sector when it actually comes out of recession as well. So we're there ready.
Well, I think both of you are demonstrating a certain confidence in the future. I read different interpretations of the future of the economy in the years to come. But one that I saw in a national broadsheet newspaper was that there is pent-up demand from consumers because the savings have built up. And whereas obviously there might be some growth in unemployment, the least as possible, of course, is the objective, there could be a surge in spending as a result of people coming off the restrictions in the middle of the year. Do you subscribe to that, Caroline, then Bob?
Yes, I see that with some of the customers we have where they sell sort of more luxury items. We've done a lot with hot tubs. We've talked about another customer does a lot of the bathroom fittings. I feel like everybody in the UK must have had a new bathroom fitted during lockdown. So those kind of items, yes, certainly people where they're not spending it on holidays and things like that must be investing in their homes and making their homes their palace because they're spending so much time there, I guess.
Okay, and Bob, last word to you.
Yeah, absolutely, Graham. It's part and parcel of obviously the situation we're in and people not spending as much money. Obviously, when we go out the other side, that's why we make an investment, is that we're ready to service that sort of outlay of money. I mean, obviously the construction industry is a bit different for the tipper and waste management side of things because we really rely on the construction industry for the tipper and wash plant side of the business. So we're hoping that the construction industry will begin to grow out of this pandemic.
Well, Bob,
are we ready to go further?
Bob and Caroline, thank you for joining me. It was our last tea break chat style video, and it was great that the last one was on such a positive note with two really good family businesses. Cheers.